Hello everyone, thank you so much for coming over to watch this video. My name is Alan Hernandez with DP Computing, and today guys I'd like to get you in on an overview basically on the Windows 8.1 update. Okay, and so Microsoft decided to release this update to be able to make improvements to the Windows 8 edition to basically bring back some of the concerns that many of the Windows 8 users were having compared to the Windows 7 edition. And also many of these improvements are basically to focus on performance, design, features, and the ecosystem. And so what I want to do basically is give you an overview on each of these options just to get you to see the difference. And so most of the things that I'm going to cover will be obvious once I take you inside. You're going to see the difference from the Windows 8.0 to the Windows 8.1. And so, and many of the other improvements are going to be basically throughout the Windows edition. You know, like the settings, the way that you can personalize your Windows, where all the navigation, all the menu options, all the buttons, things of that nature will have huge improvement. But the fact that there is so much that we can cover in details, I decided to only cover 5 of the most popular, and I wanted to do this just so that we can make the video short, okay, and give you the most popular. So with the first one, we're going to talk about the start button. You see, a lot of people had this concern, and a lot of people made a big deal about the start button. And so what 8.0 is going to give you now is the ability to now simply have the option to click on the start button, but instead of having the menu option come up like on Windows 7, you would just basically switch between the start screen and your desktop, but you're doing now this through the start button as it used to be on Windows XP, Windows Vista, and Windows 7. But it's a little bit more animated, and it has a lot more beauty to it, more effect to it, if you will. And so another thing that you're going to notice right now, I have my taskbar to be hidden, and so when I move over my mouse, it's going to display my taskbar. And when it does this, you're going to now see the start button is down there. If I do not do it this way, then I simply move over the mouse, obviously you will not see my taskbar, you will just see the start button. So there you have it. For many of you who were concerned about upgrading to Windows 8 because of the start button, now with the 8.1 update, which is free by the way, you can get that feeling back, that feature back that you used to on Windows XP, Vista, and 7. So that's the number 1. Let's talk about number 2, okay? And the number 2 is going to be the famous start screen. Alright, so with the start screen, basically what you're going to be able to do now is personalize it a little bit more to fit your needs. And you can also customize it a lot better. And so you can now organize the applications in groups, and this will help you customize things a bit better. So let me show you what I did here on my screen, how I was able to basically put my name on these particular applications, and then I did all the Microsoft applications, then I have my social media, then all the other programs and apps that I use, all the news apps, entertainment, gaming, etc. And you can continue to create as many groups, as many categories of whatever you want to call them as you want. And this is going to be basically organized in groups. So for example, let's say that I want to move this particular app into the center here. If you can see what I'm doing, I can now basically right click on the background, customize, and then give this a name. And so you can do this as long and as further down as you want. I'm not going to do this because this is a Microsoft application, so I'm going to keep it under my Microsoft. Anytime that you want to create a new group or edit the name of the one you already have, simply right click on it, customize it, and there you have it. So you can simply edit the name, change the name, or simply delete that particular group. That will be up to you. When you're done, right click on the background twice and it will make it go away. So that was a huge improvement from the old 8.0 screen versus the 8.1. This feature was added. This is one of the improvements out of many that Windows 8.1 will give you. Another thing to also keep in mind is if I right click here, let me show you something really quick. You can basically go inside the option here where you will have the list of all the programs and applications that the Windows, your computer will have. And so this option here will work just like looking at the list of programs on the start menu, on XP, Vista, or 7. Instead, you will have a complete list, which again, you can also basically customize your list as well if you wish. So if you can see, these are all the side-by-side applications. We have this particular company, AVG, the Battlefield game, Camtasia Studio. So everything is going to be basically categorized, differently. So all that it has to do with, for example, Microsoft, all those applications will be under that group. Similar to what you would see on your actual screen, start screen for yourself. This is your own homepage, if you will. You will also have that similar look through in this list here. Another thing that was also added on the 8.1 is that you're able to now narrow down and sort your search by name, by date installed, most used, and category. So that's basically the start screen. You have a lot more improvement for you to be able to personalize it and organize it and customize it your way. And so that's going to be number 2. Now, number 3 is going to be the search feature on the Windows. This was something that they basically, what they decided to do, and what I mean they, I'm talking about Microsoft, they decided to basically put Bing and built it in the Windows 8.1 edition with the update that you're going to get. And so how this works is basically that anything that you search for will basically be through several different options, and we're talking about settings, files, web images, and videos, but also everywhere, meaning that it's going to focus in your computer and also on the web using Bing. And so this is going to give you a great experience when you're searching for something, because it's going to basically search inside your computer data, your settings, your files, your images, but also online, letting you decide what you want to click on. So for example, I want to basically do a quick search. If we go social media marketing, just to give you an idea, and I'm going to search, you're going to see that on the left hand side here, I don't have much on my computer. It found an Excel file which talks about and is related to social media marketing, and this Google Excel file document in this case is actual is a contact spreadsheet that I exported from my Gmail account. And then as we continue on, you can see down here that it says powered by Bing. As we move down, it's basically giving you all the different options related to social media marketing. And this comes out to images and videos and articles and websites, blogs, your computer data, and so forth. And so it really gives you a more in-depth and more experience when it comes to the options that you have when you're searching. And so, you can now search your computer data, your settings, your apps, and also the web at the same time, as I was just saying. So this is a huge one on the 8.1 update compared to the 8.0 edition of Windows 8. And so let's go back to the desktop here. Just in case you didn't notice what I did here, for you to be able to pull up that search option, you can move your mouse over to the corner right here, and then obviously you can see the search option right there. So that's the quickest way that you can access that feature. Another option would be to on your keyboard press the start menu key, or opening your start screen, and then you will have, basically, if I go inside here, give me just a moment, a search option right here. I have not tested this feature, but I believe it only works for your applications, and in fact I was correct. So I apologize for the confusion on the two. I'm still trying to learn more about the Windows 8.1, but further research and further testing for myself, I was able to narrow down these 5 top of the line improvements, the top 5 that they focused on with the 8.1 edition of Windows 8. So let's go over to the desktop here really quick. And then the next one that we're going to talk about, which this one again is another one that they really wanted to put some time into, and that is the Windows Store. Okay, and so with the Windows Store now, you're going to be able to pretty much search and be able to find more apps than you were able to find before. But not just that, now you have more detailed information related to those apps, and you will have a more improved and personalized view to the store when looking for the apps you want. So for example, one of the features that was added that I noticed right away was this slide thing option right in the front here, which I guess talks about all the most popular and latest apps. I guess what's trending right now, and so you can see those right when you open the store here. And then another thing, you're going to see also that the way that things are organized are different. Picks for you is based on I guess your settings, your about you, your profile, and things like that. The current applications that you have already installed on your Windows 8, it kind of gives you an idea of what you might like. So you'll see those right from here. And then as you continue, you have trending apps right from the start. And similar to the 8.0 interface, the view that you had on Windows 8 is going to look a lot similar. However, things are going to be a little bit more improved. So let's just say I'm going to go inside one of these. I'm going to click on this one, which I would not mind downloading this app. You're going to see now that I have a lot more details related to this particular app, when on Windows 8.0 I only have limited information related to that particular app. And so with the 8.1 update, now it provides me more information related to that app, and so that's great. And when it comes down to installing it, I was able to notice that I can basically install more than one app at the same time. So I'm going to do this really quick just to show you how it works. So let's say I'm interested in this one, so I click install. You can see that it's doing its thing on the top there. Let's see, to make it easier to buy apps later, you can change apps. Ask me later, okay. And then go back, and then I'm going to go over to the list here. See, this app has been installed. And if I look to the trending options, top 3, we have Skype one and Netflix one. I believe I have all those already. Netflix, let me see. I don't have this one. So again, you know, you can see the different options. I can scroll down, I get reviews and related applications. I mean, it gives me just a more in-depth breakdown detail of this app. So I'm interested, so I'm going to click install. Give it a moment. Okay, installing Netflix. And the fact that I'm only doing one at a time, you might not be able to see that I'm doing multiple of these at a time, but I'm actually going to do one more just to see how easy and quick this is. And again, as I mentioned earlier, you may not see much improvement, much of a difference. However, if you look at the details, you're going to see differences. And the main focus, as I mentioned in the beginning, is to focus on design, performance, features, and also the ecosystem. And so improvements are there and differences have been provided for you on the 8.1 update. So let's see what else we can get here. Maybe I can do a social media search. Maybe I'm able to get what I want here. Just be curious. See what I can find. I can probably do a more specific search. Maybe YouTube. It's got several YouTube options. Okay, it's a free application. We can install. And the same thing with this one. If you look over the app, you know, it gives you the same information, so it's pretty good. 3.7, some feedback, etc. And then I go back. Then anytime you want to go back to your screen, start screen, I'm sorry, you have two options. You can just press the start key on your keyboard and it brings your start screen, and then close the apps through here. Or you can just simply, once you're done, come over to your desktop, close it, and then open back your start screen. Either way, whatever works for you. So now for you to be able to pull, let's say I want to add these applications that I recently downloaded to my groups here. I'm going to go over to the list of apps and programs. Normally I would go in the front, and remember it's going to be organized. So there's one, I right click on it. So that's one that I want to get out of here. What was the other one that I got? I believe, let's see, just forgot, and I know I just got it. YouTube Plus, there it is. Okay. So just to give you a good example, once I select all the ones that I want, and remember, right click on it, then pin to start, you're going to see that this particular app is going to move all the way to the right here, and all I got to do is grab it and drag it over to where I want it to be at. There you have it. So what I'm going to do, the fact that I already have a YouTube one that's HD, I'm going to uninstall this one, take it out, and that's all it took. So let's open the application really quick, see what it looks like with Netflix. Now, as many of you already know, if you experience the 8.0 edition of Windows 8, apps basically give you the full screen HD experience that you would have on a tablet, your smartphone. Different from an application or a program that's a desktop version, you're going to simply have, let me show you really quick, a regular experience. So if I open, let's say the Internet Explorer, you can see that it's just the regular desktop version of Internet Explorer. There is an Internet Explorer app that is basically the full screen HD view of Windows 8. I believe it's not this one. Nope. I might need to grab it. But there you have it, guys. you have the start screen, and the store is one of the improvements that they've made to the Windows 8.1. Now let's talk about the next one. And the next one that we're going to talk about is basically going to be the SkyDrive synchronization and the Windows Explorer 11. Okay, so what Microsoft wanted to do with the 8.1 and the same thing with the 8.0, but with 8.1 they decided to basically do a lot more improvement when it comes down to basically having available a design that is going to work a lot better in the cloud. Most of your data, activities, and settings are now stored on the SkyDrive better than ever before. So, you know, all the personalized settings and your wallpapers and your data, personal files, things like that are going to now be stored, synced with your Microsoft SkyDrive account. And also on top of that, Microsoft with the 8.1 has provided you with the latest Internet Explorer browser. And I'm telling you guys, this particular browser is so smooth. It works so perfect. I want to basically do a quick browse through several websites just to show you really quick how smooth it is, how good it feels when you're just browsing through, right? And it just is completely new, as you can see, compared to the Windows 7 and the Windows 8.0 version of Internet Explorer. You can see that it's definitely different. So I'm just going to click through different options here just to see how it feels. Okay, so there you have it. And let's do a bit on Amazon.com. You're going to see huge difference. A lot quicker, smoother, you know, things browse a lot more stable. When I'm clicking on things, it opens right away. And by the way, guys, this is going to be determined based on your speed, what your internet speed is. I'm using 90 megabytes on my internet speed. And so, you know, if you have DSL or dial-up or one of those connections, it might be a bit slower for me, for you, I'm sorry. But I'm using 90 megabytes, so it's pretty fast. And so that's one of the improvements, is the Internet Explorer 11. And then pretty much when it comes down to SkyDrive, guys, let me close this really quick here. Just a moment. When it comes to SkyDrive, pretty much what I did here is that, let me close this. If you open my computer, you're going to see these folders on the top here, okay? Also, when you go inside your personalized option, okay, you can see I have some personalized wallpapers, synced theme. So basically the way that this works is that, let's say you on your laptop, right, and you log in with your same, you know, Microsoft account. All the settings that you have used on this computer, sound settings, security settings, things of that nature, and also your wallpaper and stuff like that, and whatever folders you select to share in your SkyDrive cloud is also going to move over back and forth. So what I did here is that I basically created 3 folders: documents, pictures, and share content, and I deleted the default ones that come with SkyDrive, which was a few of these: music, pictures, things like that. And then what I did was that I did a right click here, send to desktop, and then I created myself a copy of the Sky folder. So whatever I put inside these folders, that data will basically sync over to my laptop. And the fact that I'm logged in through Microsoft as the user login, it basically shares that data over at the same time. and then my wallpaper, my settings, my login, things like that is the same. So nothing really changes other than whatever programs you have, whatever data you have in your hard drive, things like that obviously would be on that computer, not on both, unless you decide to move it over to your SkyDrive. Then whatever is in there will also synchronize over to your other computer. So, you know, lots of improvements, guys. And so those are the top 5: your start button, your start screen, your search, power with Bing, your Windows Store and the detailed look of it, and your SkyDrive, your cloud, and the Internet Explorer 11. Those are the top 5 that I was able to see that were a huge improvement on, you know, the 8.1 update. And so to end it, guys, overall you will see huge improvements. Okay, as I was mentioning, I must say this again, on the design of it, the look of it, the animation of it. Okay, the performance, things will be a lot quicker, things will load quicker, it will start up and shut down quicker. Everything is just going to have a much more improved performance compared to the 8.0 and Windows 7 pretty much. And also with features, you're going to now see that most of the settings will give you more features. The apps will be more detailed and broken down. The search has more details with it. Everything just has more features included with what you already had, but has more function. And overall the ecosystem is just outstanding. And so 8.1, I think, has brought back some of the concerns that we had and the complaints that many people were having with the 8.0 that Microsoft released. And now with the 8.1, many improvements now give you that back. And also a huge one, in my opinion, is that start button and the start screen. Besides that, everything else is a plus in my opinion. And so there you have it, guys. I want to say thank you for watching this video. Again, my name is Alan Hernandez with DP Computing. If you like this video, please share your comments. If you have a question, I'd love to take some time to reply to those questions and help you understand a bit more about Windows 8.1. And with that said, guys, subscribe to my channel. And if you need help for any reason on something in particular, please contact me and I'd love to help you. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll talk again.